My name is Freddie Bitsoie, and I am a chef, and I specialize in Native American ingredients, preferably the pre-Iberian genre. And what I mean by pre-Iberian is ingredients that cultures prior to the Iberian arrival, what ingredients the cultures predominantly used on a daily basis. And now those particular ingredients, for some peculiar reason, have become something more of an exotic particular type of ingredient, whereas they're no longer something that is used every day in our regular diet. So I'm just trying to bring these particular types of ingredients back to a popular sense, something that we kind of can get used to on a daily basis again. So that's kind of what I do as a chef and a lecturer. These are some particular ingredients that we tend to use, are not used as much. Like this is a Jerusalem artichoke, or what we refer to also can be called a sunchoke. They are used in finer dining type establishments, but this was a particular ingredient that the ancestral, I call it ancestral clam chowder. This is what it was made with before we started using potatoes with it instead. And these here right here are juniper berries, which are commonly known, or cedar berries, which are commonly known to be used to ferment to make gin. But this particular ingredient, we tend to do like a short rub to marinate some bison or venison or anything in that capacity. But we rarely use this anymore. It's a very pungent type of flavor. Then here we have Colorado Plateau sumac. This particular type of sumac is edible. It's non-poisonous, and there's another variety in Minnesota, in that particular region, that is known to be poisonous. So there's two varieties here, and this one is more commonly known to also rub in meats, make lemonades, and drinks in that capacity, and porridge as well. So it's a pretty good ingredient to use. Then here's one of the most popular ingredients here. Is we have a dried roasted cholla bud, which are before the flowers of the cholla cactus bloom. What they do is they pick them, pit roast them, and then they dry them out in the sun so we can enjoy it later on. It has an asparagus, and this is the way they look before, right after they're cooked. This is how they look right here when they're cooked. So if we this is how it looks dried, and this is how it looks cooked. So it has a very nice asparagus type flavor to it, and they're also very nutritious as well. And so they kind of have a lot of health benefits for us to work with as well. So there's a lot of ways and reasons why to make these ingredients popular again. Okay, the menu is going to be right over here. Okay, we have it posted on the wall here. But we're going to have a chimata baked duck. It's specifically boiled first to kind of render a little bit of fat, and then it's baked. And the reason why it's important to kind of know that is the technique. If we were to cook this the French way, we probably wouldn't boil it. But it's the technique that the tribes, the cultures did in their form of cooking. So that's kind of what's important here. That's kind of what we're honoring, rather than just getting the French technique, preparing these ingredients, because that's when it becomes a French menu. I don't know if that's difficult to understand, but in plain terms, we're going to prepare these as much as we can of how the cultures did when these dishes were quite popular in the particular regions. And then we have a Hopewellian-inspired bean stew. And what Hopewellian culture is a pre-Iberian culture that spanned from the Minnesota region on down probably to the southern Mississippian region. It kind of spanned along the Mississippi River. And those particular tribes were known also as the mound builders, if you're familiar with you're familiar with the mound builders. But we call them Mississippian, Hopewellian, all along that border. So we're kind of looking at these recipes that they kind of developed and used on a daily basis, and we're just trying to honor that as well. And we also have mock shoe, which is a stewed corn dish. Nowadays, it's kind of progressed to add peppers and hot sauce because it's a very Louisiana dish. And it was originally a stewed corn dish. So that's kind of what we're kind of recognizing as well. And we have the classic Cherokee pepper pot soup. And that's just a lot of bell peppers and, mixed with beef. The main table at the dinner is going to be a traditional, I wouldn't say traditional, but a turkey feast. I think what's important about this dinner and how we designed it, it's not necessarily a Thanksgiving feast. It's a harvest feast of honoring these particular ingredients that are, so popular within this season. So what's, more popular than eating something on Thanksgiving Day than turkey? So what we're doing is we got a Sonoran and flavored, Sonoran inspired turkey feast going on, which is we're going to use the Heard Museum's award-winning pozole that they've been recognized with this past year. We're also going to have a mixed green salad with prickly pear vinaigrette. We're going to have a red chili rubbed turkey with lime. So we're going to get a little bit of the chilies from the eastern part of the Sonoran, commonly known as southern Mexico, New Mexico, excuse me. And then we're going to get some of those dried, and we're going to rub the turkey with that.